Alrighty, it's your boy Zeoxys, and it is that time again where we are going to be doing the February must have on your account tier list, right? The units that you might want to have on your account to make your account better and your experience on BBS a lot more easier. Now, we have 6 new characters. Now, usually we do these, I guess, at the exact end of the month after we do testing. But with these 3 new characters down here, you don't really need testing because they're all mainly support characters, right? So it doesn't really matter about their, I don't want to say their damage doesn't matter, obviously, because it will, but we already like know their tier placements and stuff like that. So we have 6 characters including the lunar characters, so we're gonna start off with them, right? So let me close the page here. So we're gonna start off with Ichigo. Now Ichigo, I guess New Year's Ichigo, Lunar Ichigo. What do they call this Ichigo? New Year's, okay. New Year's Ichigo, right? Has 847 SP. Weaken on everything with the protect on his ultimate. Soul Reaper Killer, negative 12% strong attack recharge time. He does have team slash party speed attribute character strong attack damage plus 20%, which is very good. It's going to be helpful. He is a link slot character and a droplets character, so he has use there. Weaken defense, sprinter +2, devastation +40%, frenzy +1, berserker +40%, debilitator +5 seconds, and then also has team slash party recover stamina, freeze duration, and marauder. So this guy's actually pretty useful. He is definitely a cooler character for a mid-month character, I would say, but like obviously his biggest feats are power droplet drop +30 and the link slot, because that means in epic raids he has a use there a lot, not to mention he's healing. Well, the healing wouldn't really matter in epic raids, but when it comes to enriched droplet zone, it will matter there. Not really, because it's pretty easy there too. And then also the team slash party will also be applied to well, it's only gonna apply once if everybody has Ichigo, but having the extra percent, 20% strong attack damage for all speed characters when doing epic raid or whatever you're doing with this Ichigo is going to be good. So I don't know. I find this guy to be more of a support character than a damage dealer. Not to mention he literally has protect on his ultimate. So I mean I will say he's a, like, I wouldn't say he's a must have, right? Because there's not, like, he doesn't have anything that another character doesn't already have, right? There's characters who already have droplets and what's it called, droplets and links, right? So I would say he's a could have support at best, right? But I wouldn't say, like, these characters that could have supports are characters you don't want to like chase type thing, right? But obviously I don't want to recommend you to chase everybody in must have, but they are pretty, like, what they can do is pretty big for this game. So there is that. Let's talk about Rukia now. Now Rukia is a pretty unique unit as well because she has freeze and lacerate. Right, she has 844 SP, Quincy Killer, strong attack recharge time, negative 14%. She also has this newer effect in the game, which is team slash party technique attribute Soul Reaper damage to status ailment affected enemies. So whenever they're debuffed or if they have a status ailment on them, tech attribute Soul Reapers will do 40% more damage to them, which is pretty nice, right? Usually, if they were to have a skill like this, you would think it just go to the one character itself, but for it to be a team slash party thing is not bad, right? Berserker +40%, Debilitator +5 seconds, Devastation +40%, Frenzy +1, and then she does have the increased status ailment chance against speed attribute Quincy's. I wish this was just speed attribute enemies, because then this would just be so much better. Because this is not really gonna proc. I don't want to say it's not really gonna proc, but like, of course, with if it was just to go up against any enemies and they had the 10% increase, this would proc more, and you get the 40% a lot more common. I feel like, but it's still whatever, right? If you do use her against Quincy's, you do have it, so that's there. Sprinter +1, weaken defense, and then also for her soul trait, damage to frozen enemies +40% guard break. Like, literally, she is more of a damage dealer, right, than a support. But if this was to all enemies, like all speed attribute enemies, I feel like it'd be a lot better because she just hits so much harder, like consistently, right? So, honestly, Rukia, in my opinion, is not really somebody that is like a must-have DPS. You could have her as a DPS, but I'm gonna put her in can have DPS. I don't really think like this character is somebody at all that you need to have, right? Regardless, right? I would never tell you to chase one character because they're good in one thing, right? Even if she's great against Quincy's, I never tell you to chase a character or even attempt to go for that character because they have one use out of the million uses in this game, right? So there is that. Now we got Renji. Now Renji is a NAD character, right? With Lasso and everything. He has a boost in multi barrier, so that's nice. I think they all have good, nice killers, right? Which is cool, right? So Renji has a Rancor killer, normal attack damage plus 20%, Berserker plus 40%, Debilitator plus 2 seconds, Enhancer plus 10 seconds, Flurry plus 1, Follow Up, Killer Effect plus 30%, 50% in Guild Quest, Melee damage plus 10%, 30% in Guild Quest, Multi Barrier plus 2, and Poise. And then not to mention, he also has a full stamina, increased normal attack damage plus 40%, freeze duration, and Sprinter plus 1. So he is more of a Guild Quest unit, obviously. I mean, just in general, like, this is not that bad actually. Like the killer effect plus 30%, because the wrong card's a common killer, right? So that's not that bad outside of Guild Quest, right? So I will say that. Again, I think he's probably just like the Rukia. There's no real, because it's not like he's the only one that can do that, right? So he either can have DPS, but outside of that, like, I don't know. Would I tell you to go for this guy? Never in your life. If you get lucky off pulling him off a banner, if he's ever featured there or whatever, then sure. But besides that, nah. Now let's go to the newer characters. So these characters are actually very, very more interesting to me. So let's start off with Orihime. Now, Orihime has 852 SP, paralyzed on everything. She also has multi-barrier with a boost. Hollow Killer, strong attack recharge time negative 12%, Berserker plus 40%, Booster plus 30%, Bruiser plus 20%. That's a lot of B's right there. Debilitated plus 5 seconds, Devastation plus 40%, Enhancer plus 10 seconds, Frenzy plus 1, Havoc plus 20%, Multi Barrier, and Share complete status immunity. And then her Soul Tree, or innate skills, my bad, reduces strong attack cooldown by 6% when at full stamina, guard break, and sprinter plus 1. So this unit right here is, how do I say it? She's not really all that in terms of like a solo unit, but I do think her having the complete status, the shared complete status immunity with the multi barrier is useful, right? Besides that, she's just not needed at all, right? She's not needed. I guess technically, I think she is the only blue character in the game, only speed character in the game that has share complete status immunity, so that she has a lot more value there, I guess. But it's still not enough for me to tell you chase this girl and like literally summon and summon and summon until you pull this girl, right? There's nothing else besides her best feature is probably this, right? Obviously, she's gonna do damage and stuff, right? She has the boost, not to mention pretty good damage output scaling here and all that stuff, but it's not enough in my opinion. It's not enough for me to say she's a must-have character. So I'm just gonna put her in could have. She could be as could have support or could have DPS. I'm gonna put her in could have DPS, right? She just doesn't have enough for me to say, hey, go for that character. Now we have Sun. Now Sun has burn on everything, 847 SP, healing on her third strong attack. I believe yeah, her third strong attack is a charging one though. I believe it's a charging one. Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's a charging one. It doesn't show the symbol here, but it is a charging one. Let me go back to the basic info. Right, so there's that. She has Captain Killer, right, and then Mind Link Slot Potions plus 5 as a soul trait. We're gonna come back to that, and I'm gonna explain why that's very, very good. Berserker plus 40%, built-in full stamina 20%, debilitated plus 2 seconds, devastation plus 40%, frenzy plus 1, guard break plus hit enemies, havoc plus 20%, melee damage plus 10%, 30% in co-op quest, and then strong attack recharge time negative 12% with full stamina only, increased strong attack damage plus 40%, medic, and sprinter plus 1. Now, her having this full stamina thing is great, especially, and having medic is great, especially since she can heal herself. So that's very nice, and not on top of the full stamina, right? So this character alone is going to be good there. But besides all this, her best feature is this. This is probably probably one of the best links in the game, right? And she's the only character who can do this right now. But off rip, she is a must-have support. That link is so good. And if you let me, I'm gonna explain it. Right here, right. Let me put it with the purple units, right? And let me also like fix this real quick. Let me put them with their units. No, it's only okay. Never mind. It's only a must-have where they're like color coded, I guess, for DPS and support. Well, okay, so the reason why she's so good, and I'm gonna actually kind of put her above these two, right? Maybe Nari Sane. That link is just so good. But the reason why that link is so good is because if you look at any power character or any heart character, my bad, if you look at any heart character on the screen, so I'm talking any of these purple characters up here, any purple character in must have DPS, any purple character you see here, they can now get the link slot ability just by having this unit as a link on them, right? So rather than having to use it's stuff like epic raids, right? Rather than having to use that garbage character that had that link slot ability, you can now put her on characters like Ichigo or Aizen or Yoruichi, for example, and they will have the link slot. Like, it's like giving a skill that you know would be so much better on a more broken character, right? So now the best heart character, which is Ichigo in the game, who doesn't have link slots, can now get the link slot ability through this character here as a link. And that is very, very big. That's game changing for a lot of people, because now we're not forced to join a room where, oh, we have to bring a pot character and it's just like a weak pot character, right? Like, for example, Holly Bell here, I believe, is a pot character as well. Right, and she's not that bad, obviously. I mean, she's not bad really, but like, I would rather use Ichigo or Aizen over this Holly Bell for, just in general. But because she has pots, I can't use them. But now with Sun Sun, I can. So it is very, very broken, I believe. I think Sun Sun is a must-have, like probably the ultimate must-have character. That link is so good because it just gives you access to so many more characters and so many more content. Right? It's just so much better. I'm sorry, it's just perfect. Any character that has this ability in the future will be a must-have character. I'm telling you right now, because again, she just literally unlocked all these heart characters. Every single heart character in the game who does not have the link slot, or who even if they do have it, right? It just stacks if they have it already, right? So for Haliba, it would just be +10 instead of +5, right? But she just unlocked every single heart character to date for epic raids and co-op, right? And if they ever do this with super link slots, best believe that's a must-have. I'll tell anybody to go down to 0 for a super link slot link, right? Because again, that gives you hey, if they make a super link slot and I put on Ichigo with his Pierce Iron Skin, it's too good. It's too good. But now we have Yumi Chika. And Yumi Chika, he doesn't have any debuff ailments. I kind of wish they gave him the skill that Ichigo and Chad have, which is the 100% more damage to non-ailmented enemies or whatever, right? He has 844 SP though. A wrong card killer, strong attack recharge time -12%. Team/party power attribute character movement speed +30%. That's very good. For things like point events and stuff like that, right? It doesn't really matter that much in co-op. I don't feel like it makes that much of a difference. But for people who can't beat point event within like a minute or under a minute, that 30% could help you out a lot, of course. Power attribute character strong attack damage +20%. Berserker +60%. Bruiser +40%. Devastation +60%. Frenzy +1, Garbage plus Pierce Iron Skin, Super Tech Link Slot Potion +5, Technique Droplets +30%, Technique Link Slot Potions +5. Like, this guy does a lot. And then, not to mention, he has Team/Party Recover, Havoc, and oh my god. Low key, bro, this guy is easily the best power support in the game. No question asked. Who's the number Momo? That's done. He is literally the best power support in the game. This is way too much. This is literally a combination of what's his name? Kaname and Uryu. It's literally a combination of Kaname and Uryu, right? He has the same skills as Kaname and Uryu, right? The movement speed as well. Not to mention the damage output's going to be crazy. Plus 60% Berserker base is pretty nasty. Right, and then he also have the Havoc and of course the Team/Party heal, right? So this guy's literally just gonna be there carrying everywhere, bro. Like, these two characters are insane, right? And I'm glad it's these two characters that are broken because we haven't had. Let me search up. When is the last time we had a Sunset and when's the last time we had a Yumi Chika, right? Like that. Those are the things we gotta remember, right? Like the last Yumi Chika was this one. Whereas, oh, this is the third 5-star Yumi Chika in the game. And when did this Yumi Chika come out? This Yumi Chika came out in 2019. We're in 2023, folks. We're in 2023. What about Sun Sun? Oh, Sun Sun. This one. Oh my god. When did the last time Sun Sun came out? In 2019. We're in 2023 now, folks. So it's just insane that these characters, after what, 3-4 years, finally got a new unit, and they're just perfect new units, right? So Yumi Chika, did I place him? I did, right? So for now, this is going to be the updated February must-have tier list. These are the characters you want to have on your account, guaranteed. No questions asked. These are definitely the characters you want to have on your account, especially for the support, right? I would look more to the supports than the DPS, right? Because they're just going to be much more valuable over time, right? No matter what, their skills are never gonna go, right? Obviously, these characters are gonna be good. Like, let me move some characters down. Actually, for must-have DPS, I'm gonna remove Azashiro, down to could have DPS. I don't think he's a must-have anymore. And same thing as I'm gonna keep Lisa here. Cian, I'm gonna keep there. I think it was just Azashiro, right? I'm gonna keep Lisa there, right? Because there's not many mind options, right? Right. I would say these are the top 3 mind characters in the game that are what's it called, DPS, right? So I'm not gonna take Lisa down. I guess there's not many thing options too, right? So I'm gonna put Azashiro back there. Actually, there's not many speed options. I want to have at least 3 speed options for must-have DPS, right? And he's not a must-have though, so I guess I'll make it fair. He's not a must-have. Lisa, you could say she's still not a must-have. I guess not. I wouldn't say she's a must-have. I'd say these guys are still must-haves though. But yeah, this is gonna be the official 2023 February tier list must-have to build your account, make your account perfect characters tier list. Make sure you guys come back, pause it if you need to. Let me just scroll down so you guys could see. Could have got the new Rukia and Renji there and all that stuff, right? But for now, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next one. I'm out. Peace.